Well, hello, my darlings. Welcome to Jane's Adventures in Storyland number 6. Now, what I found out, I'm a slow learner. What I found out was that if I put the number behind Jane's Adventures in Storyland, then you get to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So that's what I did, and I changed them around so the numbers are behind Jane's Adventures in Storyland. Okay, so that'll help a little bit. I help in finding the videos. So that was a change there. One of the things that I found that was interesting was that on my website, Jane's Adventures in Storyland.com, on the website, I always say that, right? Anyway, so what I found out, it tells me how many people view my website every day, and then it also tells me what country they were from. The people who saw my website, what country they were from. So I look back at a few of them, and this is what I found. This kind of amazed me. Well, overall, U.S. was number 1, but on some days it wasn't number 1. Canada was very high on the list. United Kingdom was very high on the list. Now we get into the ones that I found was really interesting that they happen to be on the list too. And that was Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Turkey. Those are the ones that had more than just a couple. Those are the ones that had some higher numbers in the list that were tuning into my website, www.janesadventuresinstoryland.com. Amazed me. So on my website, you see that if you order one of my books, I'll sign it and send it to you, and sign it and dedicate it, and free shipping in the United States. So I went to the post office today, and I says, well, how much is it going to cost to ship my book? And I handed them my book ready to go. And they go, okay. It was going to end up costing me about $30 a book to send them to the international countries. And they were all just about the same. They were really close. That includes duty and shipping and the whole thing. Well, my most expensive book is $29.99, and I have to throw $30 on top of that just to get the book out because you wanted a signed copy. So I decided to just put a 20% discount on that one, which would bring it down to $24 for shipping, plus whatever book you buy. Now, of course, you can buy it on Amazon, and you can buy it on, you can buy the ebooks everywhere. You can buy the books everywhere, bookstores, Barnes and Nobles, whatever. And you probably don't have to pay any shipping, and that's just fine. Whatever works for you. But if you wanted it signed, I could start doing that now. But I found that kind of amazing, and that's one of the things I thought was pretty cool, was these people from all over the world were looking at my website. Wow. Anyway, so then I started looking at some of the things. The book only came out November 18th, and at 420 pages, it's a long book, and it takes most people about a month or so to read the book. And so I'm starting to get some reviews to come through now. And reviews are the lifeblood of authors. This is what helps bring our books to the public. A lot of, they won't give you a good position on the websites for Barnes and Nobles and Amazons and all the different ones, unless you have at least 100 reviews. Can you believe that? 100 reviews. So I was just looking at some of the reviews that I've gotten. I've gotten a number of reviews lately that just started coming in. And so I thought I'd just read some of these reviews to you. First, number 1 review. There were many winning aspects to the Red Bitch's Revenge, including your descriptive prose. I love how you can consistently hit the high notes to keep the narrative moving. I also really appreciate your characters' dialogue. It's 1. This one was the longest one I've seen, and it goes, I didn't think it could possibly make any suggestions to make it any better. I can tell one of two things. Either you've traveled a lot, seen a lot, or really lived, or you did a lot of research for your book. The knowledge of art, martial arts, even the geographical locations are spot on. At first I was concerned because I knew this was a long book, and when it jumped into action so early on, I thought the end would be boring. That was not the case. You just kept coming with the action. I picked up on bits of the comedy, which were great because it made the characters real. The story captures you on an emotional level. That makes it great. I would love to see this made into a movie. I think it would be a blockbuster potential. And then one I just received, which is short and sweet and lovely, and I really like it. And it says, "The Red Bitch's Revenge was a great book. I can't wait to see the next one." So that's really cool too. So I thought I'd go through that and tell you just some of the things. Again, it's a life bud. So if read the book, please put reviews in as many places as you can, and it helped me out a lot. And make them honest reviews. Don't make anything up, good or bad. Just an honest review, just the way you see the book. And I appreciate that. It will help. It'll help me a lot. So I just want to bring that up. Another thing I wanted to bring up, and this is a short one. And what I've noticed, what I know is 70% of all book sales go to women. 70%. And so women who see the cover of my book and they see the Red Bitch's Revenge, most of them, 99% of them, immediately love it. A lot of men are negative when they see that. They come up with negative remarks about using the word bitch. Well, this is the way I see the word bitch. This is my definition of the word bitch. Is when a woman is competing with a man in any way, shape, or form, whatever she's competing with a man on. And it's really tough competition. If the woman wins, she's labeled a bitch. If the man wins, she's honey, darling, sweetheart, just the way it is. So bitches, from my standpoint, bitch is a compliment, and honey, darling, sweetheart is not. So I was just wanted to bring that up as just a little something. I'm going to start working on having some more in-depth interviews here, talking about some different things that people talk to me about. Getting harder because nobody's around. Everybody's hiding. About the only people I see are people at the market when I go to the supermarket. And they're talkative. People who never talked to me before at the supermarket. People walking down the aisles are talking to me. Everybody's talking. They're looking for somebody to talk to. Look for a little company. Anyway, so what I want to say then is just close this off by saying, okay, name of the book, name of the website is Jane's Adventures in Storyland. Real simple, long but simple. www.janesadventuresinstoryland.com. That's simple. And also want to lay out here too is that just a reminder that the Red Bitch's Revenge is the first in the series. The series is Love and Revenge is the name of the series. Red Bitch's Revenge was number 1. Angel the Assassin is number 2. And my head is working on number 3, but I don't know what's going to be yet. No idea what the title's going to be yet. We'll see. The book has to tell me what the title is. I can't tell the book what the title is. So that's how things are going today. And I wish you all a very safe and happy day. And we'll talk to you at some other time. Thank you. Bye now.